Oh, that was so cool. Ah. That was our I should have got the conversation. Those guys just came up. They're our Navy in like a cool Zodiac, and they're like, "Hey, we're doing some live round ammunition bomb stuff over near that island over there. So just stay 1,000 meters away." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sounds good. This is so cool." And they're like, "Yeah, right on. See you later." And then they just peel out of here, and I'm like, "Oh, I forgot to film it." Oh my God, something's happening again. They're coming up. Now it's a police boat. Am I not in the right area? Oh, perfect. I just got stopped by the Navy guys. Just Pedder Bay. Yeah, it's kind of my maiden voyage for this new boat that I got. Yeah. No, just for a rip. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, this is so cool. I'm getting stopped by the RCMP to do a safety check. Cool. This is so neat. Now, I have a YouTube channel. Do you guys want me to film you at all or no?
Which one?
I have a YouTube channel.
A YouTube channel.
Is it okay if I like film a bit of this or no? It's your guys' call.
Me personally, no.
Deal.
But if you want to say,
Can I film you on the way when
Sure.
when the boat leaves?
Yeah, no problem with that.
It's all good. I'll shut it off.
So Transport Canada safety check on what you actually need to have on. If you have a pleasure craft operator's card,
Yes, I do.
grab that from you.
You bet. All right, all the goodies in here.
How do you like the boat?
Oh, it's great so far. Yeah,
Just picked you up.
no, I picked it up like last fall, but then it just got crappy and
Yeah.
I got busy. And
It's not a nice day out today. So the
No, it's not.
The military guys stopped you.
yeah, they're like,
Must be doing some live demo.
yeah, exactly.
They try to keep everyone a few miles back.
Yeah, and then they're like, I wanted to go see the sea lions, but they're like, stay this far that way and that far that way. And I'm like, I have no idea. This is built in, so I have a fire extinguisher up here. You want to see
I'll
that?
check that. Yeah.
See you guys. Have a great one, eh? Now that's a pretty cool looking boat right there. Look at that. I'm compliant except one thing. And that was my, well, I'll tell you later. We'll get these guys taken off. What do you think about that for some content? First time, well, I've taken this boat to the lake, of course, and then I took it out in the ocean for like 5 minutes. But the first actual time I take my boat out, stopped by the RCMP. So cool, so nice. I'm one of those guys who likes to research and make sure I'm doing nothing wrong. That's why when I start fishing in the ocean, I want to get my friend on board and just learn all the rules and regulations, because I hate accidentally breaking the law or doing something I'm not supposed to. So I've rigged this boat with all the necessary gear, except I just made a mistake and my numbers on the side of this boat are corresponding to the original owner. I thought that you could just transfer the numbers over, but apparently I clicked the wrong thing when I did the application, and I'm supposed to get new numbers on this boat. So I'll just go to Canadian Tire and get a couple new numbers and place them on the boat. That was the only issue they had, but everything else, fire extinguisher, I mean, you heard a little bit of it. They're way off in the distance. So cool. So I just got pulled over there by the Navy, and then I just got pulled over by the RCMP. This video just started. I was gonna start it differently, but this is how it started. Got the seats back in the boat. They're looking pretty darn good. I mean, they look awesome now that they're in the boat. I have my fake tooth back. I get the actual crown in a little while, but I got the fake tooth back in so I don't look as funny. Of course, it's pouring rain today. It's cold. My hands are getting cold. I'm getting wet and cold. Of course, yesterday was beautiful and sunny, plus 12 degrees Celsius, and I worked. Good thing about today is, although the rain sucks, it's calm. There's no wind, which is great. I'll take rain over wind any day. I'm used to my little 60 horsepower motor that would take a little bit to get up to plane. This thing gets up to plane so quick. The big motors run really good. I did the gear oil in it, just the oil changes, cleaned it up a little bit. But the small motor had a real difficult time idling. It wouldn't idle. It would start up, it would run fine for a little bit, and then it would stop. So I took the carb off, I cleaned the carb, learned how to do that, which was fun. And I think that it's better now, but while we're out here, we may as well give it a good run. Okay, 3 pulls. I also messed around with the fuel mixture and the idle, and I think I've got it set a little bit too low that it won't idle properly. I had it on the earmuffs and it was idling just fine, but of course putting it in the ocean and it's a little bit colder today, I may just need to tweak the mixture and the idle a little bit. Find its happy spot, but it does run good when it's running. There you go. So I want to connect these two motors so that if I'm running the kicker motor, just trolling, I can steer it from the big motor, and there's actually a connection. And the guy showed me really quick, or really briefly, but yeah, this is it right here. Let's try to hook that up. It just clips onto here, and I think I have it the right way. And then it just clips on under there on my outboard. Ooh, she purrs. 1 pull, baby. 1 pull. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to just idle it up a tiny bit. Tiny bit. Okay, we'll set that just like that. And we'll come up here. And we'll turn it. Oh yeah, look at both motors are turning. Oh. Easy peasy. Okay, let's run that little motor. Let's run that little motor in just so that it can get a good run like the big guy. So we're heading that way. That's Pedder Bay, if you've ever been to Vancouver Island. Pedder Bay Marina. It's really, really pretty marina. This is too easy. Trolling around, catching the big ones. I've done some other stuff with the boat. Like I said, I did the carb cleaning and tuning on the smaller motor. Did all the fluids on the smaller motor and the bigger motor. I replaced all of the fuel lines. You see all these lines are brand new. I think I've got some video of it, but I found that my fuel line was disintegrating and it was clogging up my fuel filters. So I took the fuel line off. Sure enough, it was disintegrating, and I found out that's a pretty common problem. So all the fuel lines are new. This steering column for the big motor right here goes in and out of that steering sleeve, I guess you would call it. And the grease, just over the years, I mean, this is pretty much almost a 20-year-old boat. Over the years, that grease gets really hard and it starts packing in there. And the steering wheel is really stiff to steer. So I took the steering column all apart and re-lubed it up, re-greased it, and the steering is just, I can do it with one hand. I'm trying to figure out why my fuel gauge doesn't work. So I'm seeing if it's the gauge or if it's the sending unit that goes down into the fuel tank. So, learning lots. The radio doesn't work, but I think that it's just not grounded. I think it has power. So we got the radio working now. Fish finder. Oops. I'm pretty sure that the guy said the power button was one of these. Oh, there we go. Okay, this one needs to be up. Hey, look at that. Position acquired. Right on. I don't know what that means, but sweet. So what depth are we at? 167. These back seats, or box seats, they were really loose when I got the boat. The bolts had just rusted out, and so I reattached those. And just a bunch of stuff like that. Some screws and you know, like stuff like this just was not, it was just kind of flopping around, and so I put a couple new screws in. Things corrode, things rust away. It's a boat. Of course there's always gonna be something I need to fix. But the final thing on my list was that outboard, and I wanted to come out and test it out, make sure it's running and idling properly, and it is. So the boat is pretty much ready to go. It's ready for this summer. I'll probably clean it again. Like, I've got to clean the canvas and just clean it up quite a bit. The floor is extremely dirty because I've been in and out of the boat in a bit of a dirt, grassy field. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's nice to take you along and show you my progress with this boat. We will, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep living that dream. I had a blast today. It was just so much fun coming out. The weather's horrible, but I've had a smile on my face the whole time, and that is what life is about. So keep living that dream. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.